guys, it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back with a layout today for Baby Got Scraps. And I'm going to use this unicorn suite from Craft O'Clock, and it's a lot of unicorn birthday, really pretty watercolor things to fussy cut. And I had these circle templates, and I pulled out a bunch of my Simple Stories Magical Birthday tags, and then the chipboard, and I had some just enamel dots from the dollar store. And then I pulled out all of my mostly purple and blue scraps. I did throw in a couple of the pink, and then my my 12 by 12 paper is just a white paper. So with Baby Got Scraps, you can use one 12 by 12 piece of paper, and the rest has to be scraps, or you can use 6 by 6 pads. It just can't be 12 by 12 papers. And so I had this idea that I would cut out a bunch of different size circles to use to make kind of something interesting in the background. And I thought, because I had pulled out my Tim Holtz watercolor pencils that you saw, and I thought I was going to use those, which is why the background was white. I was going to do some watercoloring on the background because I thought it would go with the Craft O'Clock unicorn suite embellishments. But I ended up cutting a bunch of these circles, and I really like how it looked just because it didn't show much of the white when I get finished. And so you can see I just was tracing a bunch of circles on all the different pieces of scraps that I had in the blues and purples, and I'm going to cut them out. And because circles are hard to cut out and look nice, I think, for me anyway, I have a hard time cutting the circles. I am distressing all of them so that they have kind of a jagged edge, and you don't notice if my circle's not perfectly circular. And so I pulled out some Distress Oxidized ink. I have Salty Ocean, Seedless Preserve, and Victorian Velvet. And so I distressed my circles, and then if it was a blue circle, then I inked it with the Salty Ocean. If it was a purple circle, I inked it with Seedless Preserve. And then for the pink circles, I inked those with the Victorian Velvet. And that just covered the white core of the paper after I distressed it, and it like really differentiated the circles. And so when they're stacked on top of each other, as you'll see, it separates them from each other really nicely. And so originally I was gonna just have one line, kind of a vertical line of the circles, go down the page, and then I just loved how it looked with all kind of whimsical, bubbly look to it. So I do end up pretty much covering the whole page with the circles. And I also thought about doing popping some up, but I didn't need to since I had distressed the circles and inked them. They were differentiated enough, and then because some are on top of others and some are under them, it adds a dimension on its own. But you can see here it's pretty much just filling up the page, so I didn't need to do anything to the background, that I felt like anyway. And so I'm liking how that's looking, and so I wanted to get that main part kind of stuck down so that I can start adding my embellishments and sticking in circles here and there to fill in some gaps. And so I printed these photos. These are my best friend's daughter for her 1-year birthday. She had a photo shoot. And so there's just so many of these cute photos. There's one with her, what do they call it? Is it smash cake, where they just kind of smash it and eat it? And then some really pretty where she has this really pretty headband on and she's looking in the mirror. And I love all of them. I can't decide which one I love more. So I printed them all in the 2x3, and I just kind of layered them around the page. And I really liked the unicorn suite from Craft O'Clock embellishments with this, because for her first birthday, she it was a unicorn themed birthday. And so this page will be next to the page of her on her actual birthday in her little unicorn outfit. So it all kind of matches together. Not to mention these fussy cut elements are just adorable. And so I kind of did them in groups of 2, and then I just have the one in the middle. That's kind of like the main photo, if you will. They're all the same size, so I don't know if one counts, but I'm putting this birthday girl title next to that one. And as I started to lay the pictures out, I felt like they kind of disappeared into the circles of the background. So I grabbed some of the white scraps that I have, and I backed the photos in just a very thin white border. I thought about doing a color, but I didn't want to take away from all of what was going on with the background and the elements. There's so much color, and so I just wanted the photos to be able to stand out against all that, and so the thin white border really helps with that. So after I did that, I got them kind of laid out, and like I said, I did kind of groups of 2, and then I'm gonna fill in with the circles around the photos that I felt like it needed to be filled out because you couldn't see the circles. And some of them I covered up completely in the end, which is kind of funny, but that's how it usually works. But I fussy cut out all these elements, and I just love them. These flowers I thought I was going to originally put it like this, where it was like dripping the watercolor, but I do turn them and hide that part. So you just have the floral parts there. And it had these cute little presents that I put up in the corner, and then you see the birthday cake. And I just love them, and it works out so good, and it's just this very pretty whimsical feeling to them. And see, I'm still just kind of putting in some white circles. I really wanted to use this butterfly, and I tried to put it all around the page, but it didn't work out in the end. I won't put it on there, but it's so pretty. And I'm going to do a page with the butterflies. You know, I love me some butterflies, and it's a whole page that you can fussy cut out these pretty watercolor butterflies. So I can't wait to use those. But I'm getting the cakes down there, and I've also fussy cut out these leaves because I just wanted to have some sort of floral, like whimsical leafy things. Is that a word? Leafy things. But so I did use my stylus and the foam on these particular leaf clusters just so that they kind of curled up and added some dimension to them. And you'll see I will pull out, they had also in this collection, they have like fall leaves that are watercolor, and I just thought those were really pretty for leaves to add. So I do add a bunch of the fall leaves that I fussy cut out. And the upper right corner has that little mirror, and I thought that looked cute with that cluster because she's looking in the mirror in those 2 photos. And I will move that to the left side. I felt like since I put the leaves in the bottom left, I should have some leaves more in the upper right. And so I will move that kind of leaf cluster from the main photo in the middle to the upper cluster, which you'll see here that I'm working on now. And I had try to get some more of these circles around there where I'm going to add the florals on the right side, just so that you saw some color behind those florals. And see, this is where I decided I need to get some leaves up at the top, but I didn't like it on that side of the photo, and so I'm going to flip it and put it on the left side, which creates a space for me to put some floral and the mirror on the left side. And it helps also because that one circle, the blue one there, it's a really big circle, and so I felt like it really took up a lot of eye space. And so having kind of a cluster on the left side fills in that blue circle, and I really like how that looked better. And so then I'm just working on the middle photo here and kind of rearranging how I like it. And I felt like the photo needed to have the birthday girl with these flowers. I just love the flowers on this. And so I liked it once I put that title over the flowers. I liked that a lot better. And then just create the cluster with the birthday cake to the right of it. And there I am still trying to get that butterfly on this page somewhere. Here's those fall leaves that I was talking about. And then I was looking, and it seemed like the bottom right was really empty, and I had one other photo left, and so I put that one down in the bottom right. It also helped. I had a little smudge from ink, and it helped to kind of cover that up too. So it served both kind of purposes, but it just helped balance it out, I thought. And I'm adding the florals and everything there. Well, I'm kind of finishing up with my floral embellishments around. Make sure that you check the description box below and go visit everyone that's playing along with Baby Got Scraps. Not everyone is doing a layout every day, so make sure you check in often with them. And I also want to thank everyone that has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. I would love to have you. And so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these enamel dots that I got from the dollar store and just put them in the centers of the florals around the page. And I just thought that added some sparkle and some bling to these adorable photos. But that's going to be the entire layout. Thank you to everyone again who's liked and subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I hope that everyone has a great day. Bye.